All right, we're here right now with Coach Alan Maddox from the Loganville High School Lady Red Devils. We get ready to enter round 2 of the Class 4A State Softball Championships on Wednesday of this week. They'll be taking on Chapel Hill, game time 5 and 7, right here at Red Devil Field. Alan, let's go back first of all to last week against Sequoia. First game, you win it easily, and then the next 2, not so easily.
Yeah, we came out hot the first game, and we kind of had that momentum building after the region championship. Come in against Madison County, win big 7-1, kind of had a little momentum going, come in, and the bats were hot. Their pitcher kind of left it over the plate a little bit there in the get-go. She may have been a little nervous or something, and put a lot of pressure on them. They made a few mistakes, and then next thing you know, it's 10-0. And after the game was over, I took the girls down here and said, good teams, playoff teams will make adjustments, and that's what they did. The little girl came out. Valerie Box threw excellent that second game, put the pressure on us. They scored early, and then in that last game, she did a great job of pitching. It was really a pitcher's duel between her and Samantha Britt. Back and forth. We score one in the top of the bottom of the 5th. They come back, score one in the top of the 6th. The next thing you know, we're in international tiebreak, and we were very fortunate to pull it out.
How'd that last inning go in the 8th inning? How'd you score the run?
Well, when they came up, I told them what they were going to do. I said, they had a girl on second. They were going to bunt her to the third, and I said, in the past they had safety squeezed, so when they did and got the run, it was bang bang. But they got the run and went up 1, and we managed to get out of it, only giving them 1 run. I said, we're in a good situation. We had Winkler at second, with Haley Imler up, who's a slapper with good speed, and then Caldwell, Schmidt, and Gish right after that. Well, so I felt like we were in pretty good shape. At least we could tie the ball game. I felt like that. And then Haley lays down a beautiful bunt and beats it out to first. So we end up with first and third situation with Caldwell up, who's, she's just been hot all year long. Batting up in the 490s now, and she got caught looking on the inside corner. The girl made a nice pitch, and we get beat there. But then Rose comes up and puts the ball in play to score the run. She puts the ball in play to second base, and the girl hits Haley Imler in the back. So we end up with runners on first and second with only 1 out, and Delaney Gish up. And Delaney was 0 for 3 on the night, and just law of averages, she's batting about 300. You say, well, the book says maybe we bunt here, but I let her swing away. She got a single up the middle, and we never stopped at third, and Haley made a heck of a slide into home, knocked the ball away from the catcher, and pulled it out.
Sounds like fun. Going back since you've been here, you've usually had 2 or 3 really standout players. This year's team seems to be more balanced than the ones in the past.
We have. We've hit, at any given time, we've hit 1 through 9. We've had a lot of young girls step up to play at higher levels, but and like the other night, Kenzie's our leading hitter on the team, and it wasn't her time to step up and be the hero. Delaney Gish, who bats 5th in our lineup, got the big hit, and that's kind of how it's been all year long. From the top to the bottom, we've had girls that have lead off 2-hole hitters win the game for us. We've had 8, 9-hole hitters win games for us. It's just been kind of one of those cohesive teams that it doesn't matter who's in the situation. You kind of roll the dice, throw them out there, and we've been pretty successful with it.
It's fun to coach a team like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because you don't have the pressure of always wondering what girl's going to, trying to get that one girl back up, or, the ball hit to that one girl. We just put them out there, and, whoever it's hit to, whoever's up at bat, we expect them to come through. And that makes it real easy from a coaching standpoint, is you just go out and play.
This, of course, is a pitch and catch game. Samantha Britt's had a good season. Taylor Cordell comes in and plays well for you off the pitcher's mound. And again, you usually have that dominating pitcher. I don't know if Sam's dominating or not, but she throws strikes and always gives you a chance to win.
Yeah, Sam she's an exceptional pitcher to be only a sophomore. She made the Georgia Elite 80 this year. And, when she's on and on the mound, it's almost a confidence. But, we're very fortunate, different from different staffs that I've had and different teams around us. We have 4 girls that can pitch. And, Taylor being a senior has really stepped up her game this year. Lauren Besh will come in. She throws a little bit different than those two girls and gives us another look. Morgan Puckett's got some innings this year. But, we feel confident, whoever's out there with the defense behind them, that, we're going to get the job done. But Sam is, she comes out and, she kind of puts a calming factor on the team, I guess you could say, because she does throw a lot of strikes and she throws hard and she puts the other team on their heels a little bit. And, she has the ability to shut people down. And that's kind of what you expect out your number one pitcher. The great thing about it is, she's only a sophomore.
All right, Chapel Hill coming up this week. What do you know about them?
Lefty pitcher, low 60s girl. She's going to throw the ball on the outside half probably. Has a nice little changeup. Good, solid pitcher, something you would expect out of, a solid region. She's not going to blow up by us, but she's got enough velocity on it that she can keep us on our heels a little bit. From an offensive standpoint, they are very fast. It kind of reminds me of Madison County last year. They got a girl that may be as fast, if not faster, than Sam Lazier. She's a leadoff girl, plays center field for them, can absolutely move. They like to bunt it. They have 4 lefties in the lineup. So it's not going to be one of those teams. I don't think it's going to be a power hitting game for them. I think it's more of put a lot of pressure on your defense and see what happens.
Started back in the summer. You knew exactly what you had coming back. You only lost one player from last year's team. Has there been anybody that's been a surprise this year?
I knew what we had coming back. I guess a couple of surprises. Taylor Cordell had kind of an off year last year as a junior, and this year has really pitched well and got us some innings to give, Britt a relief on the mound, because by the time you get into 30, 36, 38 ball games, you start, if you only have one pitcher, that kind of wears down real quick. Defensive wise, I thought we would be pretty solid. Kelsey Winkler's had a great year in center field, batted over 300 this year. Haley Imler's batting in the upper 300s. We knew Caldwell had it in her. She was a low mid 300 batter last year, but to bat 494, and Friday night she tied the school record for hits in a season of 52. So that is just, she's had just an unbelievable year at short and hitting the ball, and it's been a pleasure watching her play this year for sure.
How do you like it here at Loganville? Obviously, you've had success during the win and loss season, win and loss part of it, but good place to coach? It
is a great place to coach. The administration gives you a huge amount of support. Mr. Franklin being a former coach, Coach Stringer with 50 years plus of coaching experience, just a tremendous amount of knowledge there. Both of them have been athletic directors, and a lot of support, and they really understand what we're trying to accomplish here. Have a great coaching staff. The fans, the parents have always been supportive as far as, they let us do what we need to do out here on the field. And I think that kind of shows. They do the behind-the-scenes stuff off the field and make the atmosphere here great, and they do a great job of fundraising. But, their goal has always been let coaches coach on the field and be around the girls. And, we've been very fortunate to have a whole bunch of talented girls come through and play, and and that's always easier. It makes it easier from a coach, but it's not always the talent, but the work effort that they put in and day out. They come out in the summertime ready to work, and so that makes it great. It's fun to coach in that situation. I love it here. I was one of those people that said the grass was greener on the other side. I was here for 6, and then here for 5, left for 6, and then realized that. This is home. So as long as they're going to keep me around, I'll keep doing this. We have a good time, and I think that shows in the success that we've had.
Game times on Wednesday for the Chapel Hill series.
5 and 7. It's going to be a little chilly, which is kind of different. We're sitting out here. It's in the 80s, and we're looking at 60 degrees. That kind of changes things. From a pitching standpoint, it's going to take a little bit of velocity off the ball. From a running standpoint, it's a little bit difficult to run when it's 60 and you're used to 80.
And the ball's not going to carry as far.
No, it's not. And so that's something that, we'll just have to adjust to. And, of course, the girls play travel ball. They're used to early March, tournaments and stuff. So I don't think it'll be that big a deal. And hopefully we just come ready to play.
And the F game will be Thursday?
The F game will be Thursday.
And what time?
I don't know yet. Probably going to look between 5 and 6.
Okay, that'll be a best of 2 out of 3 with Chapel Hill. I want to remind you also, George Walton Academy plays this week on the Wednesday. Their game times are 1 and 3. They'll play Bowden in their best 2 out of 3 at George Walton. We appreciate your time, Alan.
No problem. Enjoyed it.
Good luck on Wednesday.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Alan Maddox, head softball coach at Loganville High School.